Hey, my name is Sarah and I am a group fitness instructor, beach body coach, communication instructor. Used to teach dance for years. Anyways, I love teaching group fitness and I wanted to share some tips on using the microphone. Okay, because it can be a little intimidating at first, and there's so many times I'll go to a class and someone's using the mic, but I can't even hear them. It's just lost. You got the music blasting and your voice can't be heard during it. So tip number one is make sure it is up here at your lips. Okay, I have my own little foam thingy that's falling off, but so my sweat and my spit goes on it. That's nice. Maybe you have your own system, you don't have to worry about that, but you might need a windscreen so you can't hear the spitting and the breathing and all that stuff. Tip number two is make sure that you practice out loud, full out, even with no one around. So this is the studio I teach in a lot at Bay Athletic Club, and before I started teaching, came down here, played the music as loud as I would, stood where I normally would stand, and was cueing, and I want to make sure I can hear myself. If you can't hear yourself, they cannot understand you, okay? So tip number three is to speak from your diaphragm. What does that mean? Instead of just talking like you normally would, and I'm so excited, oh my gosh, your plank looks amazing, da da da, that's my normal voice, I'm gonna be awesome job, plank looks good. Speak from a deeper place in your gut so your voice has more force behind it, because then it won't get lost. When I was teaching dance and I had to speak super loud because there were 100 girls in the class, I learned to speak from my diaphragm instead of my throat. So that might seem like a weird concept at first, but try to make your words come from down here so that people can hear you. And even if they can't necessarily hear the word, they hear the sound, they're gonna put it together faster. Tip number four is to use less words. Okay, it's great to tell a story or tell fun stuff about your life. Just think about when you're telling it. And for the most part, when you're cueing things, try to have a simple cue. So when I teach a size class still, and it's dance. So each 8 count is a different 8 count. So I'll tell them when I'm teaching it, I'm gonna call this the swing. So then when we're dancing through, the music's going, I'm breathing heavy, I can be like, swing, okay? If I'm doing a fat blasting class, like I just got done teaching this morning, I can say plank or squats, just a simple thing to get them going, or rest, even using some nonverbal cues definitely helps. But if you're speaking from your diaphragm and you're not trying to say 3 sentences at once, they're gonna know what's going on. And tip number 5 is always to ask for feedback. Before I start my class, I always walk out and say, how's the volume? Can you hear me? And I have my people that'll be like, thumbs up. And for what I know in the studio is that we've got speakers facing the front and speakers facing the back. So right in the middle is where it can get lost sometimes and be the loudest. So I'd love to look at those people in the middle and say, can you hear me? So definitely ask for feedback. It's so much better than someone being miserable the whole time, because it's painful, the audio that they're hearing. You could have a great workout, but if your audio is painful, the whole package isn't there. So I hope those tips helped, and I hope that you keep rocking your group fitness classes. I also hope you send me a friend request. I love meeting other fitness instructors. We are important. We need more fitness instructors in the world. So send me your friend request at the Facebook link below.